The objective of this class is to understand about the nucleophilic and electrophilic attack of coordinated ligand. I know that you all have some basic idea about nucleophiles and electrophiles in organic chemistry. Nucleophiles are those reagents which are electron rich, that is, they can attack at the electron deficient center, so they can form bond with some electron deficient center to give an addition product, or sometimes replace one group of that complex to give substitute product. Electrophiles are opposite of nucleophiles, that is, they can actually they are electron deficient. In case of organometallic complexes, they usually exhibit two types of reactions with nucleophiles. The first one is substitution reaction, in which the incoming nucleophile will attack on the metal and replace one of the ligands present in that complex. In the second type of reaction, the nucleophile will going to attack to the ligand which is coordinate to that metal. For example, the hydride can attack to the one carbonyl ligand of that metal carbonyl to replace one carbonyl ligand as shown in the presentation. One more example of this second type of reaction is the attack of the hydroxyl ion on the iron pentacarbonyl. Similarly, Fischer carbene can also exhibit this type of reaction as shown in this presentation. In this video, we will basically concentrate on the second types of reaction, in which nucleophile and electrophile will going to attack on the coordinated ligand instead of the metal center. Okay, and usually if an unsaturated hydrocarbon is present as a ligand in the complex, then that unsaturated ligand may be susceptible to the nucleophilic attack. That is, if the ligand has some double bond or triple bond, that bond can be attacked by nucleophile. Okay, but one question may be arised in your mind, that the unsaturated group is already an electron rich group. Okay, because it has electron clouds in the pi bonding molecular orbitals. Does the unsaturated ligand should be act like a nucleophile? So in the first look, you will be confused why actually a incoming nucleophile will going to attack at an electron rich unsaturated bond. But the thing is that upon coordination, the ligand will going to lose some of their electrons density towards the metal, resulting less resistance towards the nucleophilic attack on it. And interestingly, if the metal has a positive oxidation state, then the coordinated good pi accepting ligand will be a good candidate for nucleophilic attack. On the basis of the reactivity towards nucleophilic attack, a series of unsaturated ligand are prepared as shown in the presentations. Actually here actually a decreasing order of their reactivities are shown, and we can get two information from this series. Actually, the first information is that let us suppose two different unsaturated ligands are present in the complex. Okay, then by using this series, we can predict actually at which ligand the nucleophile will going to attack. Second information is that we can estimate that how activating a metal fragment must be in order to cause a reaction to occur. Okay, that is, from the series we can observe that hydrocarbons with even hapticity, as for example 2, 4, 6, etc., okay, are more reactive towards the nucleophilic attack than those with odd hapticity, like 3, 5, 7, etc. Moreover, from the series we have noticed that acyclic ligand, that is open chain ligands, are more susceptible towards the nucleophilic attack than the cyclic one. Let us understand these informations of the given series using an examples. Here the nucleophile will attack on the ethylene ligand, as it is more reactive than the cyclopentadienyl ligand. In the second example also, the nucleophile will not going to attack on the aromatic ring. That's why cyclopentadienyl is usually used as a stabilizing ligand in organometallic chemistry because of its stability towards the nucleophilic attack. Interestingly, you will going to observe some exceptional reactivity behavior of benzene as a ligand in organometallic complexes. As we all know that benzene in organic chemistry exhibits exclusively electrophilic substitution reactions on the ring, but here when coordinated with metal, dramatic change of chemical reactivity towards nucleophilic attack is observed. As for example, in the given reaction, the nucleophile will attack on the benzene ring, and iodine oxidizes this into a derivative of benzene. So this is actually this reaction shows that the hydrogen present in that benzene ring is substituted by that nucleophile, okay, which normally cannot be observed in free benzene molecules, that is without that complex, only the free benzene, okay. We're not going to observe this type of reactions. Now coming to the electrophilic attack, we have understood that the cyclopentadienyl is stable towards the nucleophilic attack, but it does react with electrophile. We basically discussed here about ferrocene, which is in your syllabus and also important for your exam, okay. The cyclopentadienyl resembles free benzene, and even in some cases it reacts faster than benzene. As for example, acylation reaction in presence of Friedel-Crafts catalyst, as shown in this presentation. As usual, at first the aluminum trichloride reacts with CH3COCl, that means acetyl chloride, to generate the electrophile, okay, which is actually CH3C positive double bond O. And the reactions of acetic anhydride with phosphoric acid actually generate the same electrophile, and in this case the two rings can exhibit the substitution reactions, okay. Actually the acylation of the first ring deactivate the second ring. That's why the second substitution reaction by the attack of electrophile generated from phosphoric acid reaction is very small. Thus the dialkyl product obtained from this reaction is very less. The second example is the Mannish condensation reaction, in which condensation with formaldehyde and amine occur at the cyclopentadienyl ring, as shown in the given reaction in this presentation, okay. And actually the benzene cannot exhibit this reaction, okay. So we able to know that the ferrocene is more reactive or more susceptible towards the electrophilic attack than benzene, and it resembles with that more reactive ring like thiophene or phenol than benzene. Moreover, nitration and bromination are not observed in metallocene because of their sensitivity to oxidation, but indirectly these derivatives can be obtained by using metallation as shown in this presentation, okay. Actually in metallation, normal butyl lithium will give the bisubstituted lithium metallation product. Using this disubstituted lithium metallation product, or which is actually known as litho derivative, we can get different ferrocenyl derivative or derivatives of ferrocenes. Some important examples are shown in this presentation, in which acidic center can be introduced by using two steps reactions of carbon dioxide and water, and additionally nitrogen dioxide can be introduced using the litho derivative, that is nitration, okay. Hope you understand this reactions of nucleophilic and electrophilic attack of coordinated ligand.